Water has always been a tool for the city, but now it's part of the fun. Woo! Surrounded by mountains and river and lots of bike paths, this city promotes a healthier lifestyle. Don't underestimate the creative expression and spirit in Taiwan's second largest city. Always redefining itself, this city is one to watch out for because it's a rising star! Welcome to Kaohsiung! Here's a question. If you had to fit your life into a 5.89 by 2.33 by 2.38 meter shipping container, what would it have? Most of the things we have and possess have made their way into your life and living room by way of a big metal box. A box that's made the world that much smaller and accessible. And it's Kaohsiung, with one of the biggest ports in Asia, that has helped make this possible. Taking the ferry to Beijing is as common as taking the ferry to Staten Island in New York. Though it's not the only way to get to the island, it's certainly one of the most picturesque methods, with the Kaohsiung cityscape all keen to be stared at during your travels. So there's been a recent migration. Everybody's moving down south. Now you got tropical weather, you got really nice, friendly, welcoming people, great food. And with the success of some recent TV dramas here in Taiwan, Kaohsiung City is looking pretty good. Although Kaohsiung is the second largest city in Taiwan, coming in at number 2 hasn't stopped it from reaching the top spot as the country's most densely populated city. I'm here to find out why. Arriving on Beijing during rush hour is a hectic affair, the hustle and bustle from the ferry commute being a far cry from the serenity that can be found on the island. From as early on as the 17th century, fishermen saw the potential of this region as the perfect place to set up ship. And to this day, the area retains the charm of a sleepy fishing village, despite the fact that it now forms part of one of the busiest trading areas in Taiwan. The importance of the island's fishing industry can be noted from its architecture, with Matsu Temple, the oldest temple in Kaohsiung no less, being dedicated to the god of, you guessed it, fishing and the sea. For its proximity to the harbor in Kaohsiung, you wouldn't expect much from a beach here, so it's presently surprising to find the picturesque and clean beach that's found along the west coast of the island. Perhaps its cleanliness has something to do with this lot.
Hello，
人也不错啦。你好，沈队长。
你好，我是高雄市纪警队沈队长。
那这只呢？
它叫那个 Bestie。Hello
Bestie。
对啊，等一下我们要执勤，旗津这一块的海水浴场这一个沿岸是我们负责巡逻的地方。因为这个地方是一般巡逻车子都是进不来的，所以我们只好利用马匹这个优势。
而且他们应该也很开心啊。
对，这个地方他们也非常的开心，他们也这些地方刚好可以让他们出来上班间那个放松一下。
Hello, I like you。
旗津海岸线主要是第一个，它的特色就是说，它的海岸线非常的长，而且它的沙滩是比较平稳的，在安全上它是非常安全的。还有它的视线非常的宽广，可以直接看视到整个港湾，再加上纪警在这边执勤，增加一些城市的特色，然后也可以保护到所有观光客的安全。
While it's obvious that the policemen and women here take their jobs very seriously, they also joke that during the weekends, their biggest job is to smile and take photos with all the tourists. 旗津的状况良好，旗津的状况非常的棒。Over. All right, we have the report in for today. Everything looks good, no problems. Weather's great, lots of bikinis. Everything looks excellent, except for one thing. I see some surfers in the back, and I kind of want to join them. So it's kind of like toss-up. I think I'm going to trade in my 6 legs for one of those boards. it out. Okay.
Go.
不太听我的。Who would have thunk it? 15 minutes from the heart of Kaohsiung, you can be on the beach trying to avoid horse manure and catching some waves on a surfboard. When I first heard that Qijing, the quaint fishing village of Kaohsiung, famous for its tricycles of all things, had reputable surfing areas, I thought, no way. That was my best Keanu Reeves accent. Anyway, I hope I'm pleasantly surprised.
Hi， 你好。
对不对？
真的。
你好，你好，你好，你好。
我们正在打浪，因为今天的浪不错，我们要下去冲浪。
哎，我刚才在骑马的时候，我们就看到有几个人在冲，感觉
非常的舒服。对啊，你可以来试试看，今天的浪很好。嗯，对。
我没有想过这边会有可以
冲浪的地方，就是这边的浪况非常适合的初学者，因为我们的沙滩很平坦，很好下水。那边的浪不会特别的大。如果你在刚开始接触这个的时候，这边是非常好的一个环境，而且离市区很近。我们不见得每一次都有空可以到嘉乐水或是到更远的浪点。那在我们很想玩的时候，这边是我们很好的一个 club， 我们可以聚集在这里。那旗津是属于台湾海峡海域的，虽然它没有像宜兰、台东或是嘉乐水那么大的浪可以玩，但是这边的小浪对一般初学者而言是一个很好的练习的一个海域。那对于我们常常在这边玩的人，也是一个很近的选择。我们在这边冲浪，就像在离开高雄市在这边度假一样。
I love being in the water. If you've ever seen the show, or if you know me personally, you know that if there's water, I'm going to be in it. But especially surfing. I mean, you're on a board, you're floating around, actually kind of bobbing up and down like a little dumpling. But what I love the most is when you're not surfing, when you're not actually catching some waves, you look back and you get a whole new perspective of land. And you're kind of, you know, nice little bobbing up and down, very relaxing. But now, if you'll excuse me, there are some waves over there that has my name on it. See, it says Janet, right there. Surf's up! Okay, come on! Go! The term surf and turf usually describes a meal of seafood and steak, but here in Qijing, I'm able to take the term more literally. Okay, so I'm not gonna go and eat a piece of the lawn, but it sure is awesome to stuff yourself with local foods after a great surf session. I love these guys. Seriously, this is what Kaohsiung flavor is like. Okay, not just the seafood, but the surfing was incredible. Did you see that? I actually surfed for a really, really long time. But then the best part about that is when you're done, you have these cool guys to hang out with. Look at this. Wow! This is what you get to eat after you've had a great day of surfing. It doesn't get any better. All right, eat up. Oh! This housing club was put together by the people who love to surf. The surfing aficionados pulled together their skills and a little bit of money to create a clubhouse that's free to use for anybody who's a member. Now that's the community spirit. Ahoy, matey! We're going to hoist the sails and catch ourselves some fine beach balls right after the break. A bikini under the sun and a gown in the moonlight, Kaohsiung magically changes from a girl next door to an elegant Cinderella. Neon lights, hushed murmurs, and a lot more crowd around the Love River as a hint of romance dances in the air. Love is the sacred beginning of all creations and the center of the universe, and Love River is the spine of Kaohsiung. You and me, tonight, we're going to have a little walk by Love River in Kaohsiung. Let's redefine romance in Taiwan, shall we?
And you know something? This whole place becomes a magical wonderland. So the night is still young, you have seen nothing yet. Let's go have some fun.
This vast platform of cultural and creative events that surround it is like a network of the nervous system trickling down, pulsing with life. From handmade arts and crafts, to alternative live performances, to original music, to even doing things you can't do at home. Playing with food.
Oh my gosh, it's like dancing with ribbons, you know? You know those dancers and they've got those ribbons? Oh my gosh, it's forever. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's like, wow. Cool. Wow, this is like the longest cotton candy ever. Oh my God. That was really magical. I mean, I bet you don't even want to eat it anymore. Making it so much cooler.
Who says you have to be 3 to enjoy cotton candy? Walking down this street, you never have to grow up. This is my way of enjoying a colorful street, like a kid going to the circus, being curious about everything from A to Z, discovering the world through fresh eyes.
You know what that's like? That's when they made the glass in Venice, and they make all kinds of things that they can sell in appliances in Venice. This whole street actually reminds me of Venice during the Carnivale. Everyone's wearing a mask, there's jugglers, there's people who are artists making stuff, there's cotton candy, street performers. Oh my gosh, it's so romantic and European here. I love it.
The nature of life is flowing without force, like the gentle waves on Love River. I wonder what would happen if I flowed like this all the time in life the way I do here. A gathered audience, humor, and a splash of imagination, a scene straight from the Imaginarium. This is where my street performance and theater training comes in handy. Doing the robot alone must be lonely. I think what he needs is a robot jam.
Being human is overrated. I think this trip to the Love River has been memorable and life-changing. I think I'm a robot forever. Oh no, I need food.
While I'm jammed out and coming down from my sugar high, the night is still young for the Kaohsiung locals. While Kaohsiung's nightlife can be a busy one, there's plenty of evening activities available for those in need of a time out. Art and performance aren't usually the first words that come to mind when people mention the city of Kaohsiung. In fact, until a few years ago, beautifully lit backdrops and romantic cruises weren't either. The harbor certainly was crowded in the past, but not always with the culture crowd that forms today. From a gritty industrial port town to a cultural stopover for the inquisitive or romantic tourist, it is the deep history of the port of Kaohsiung that has made the area what it is today. Constantly changing and evolving, this harbor really does have to be experienced at night to experience the full effect of its transformation.
You know what I really like about Kaohsiung? I feel like you can actually experience, feel the city's transformation. I mean, looking out here, you see these old factories getting transformed into cafes and restaurants. In the backdrop of these huge skyscrapers, modern buildings, and then, in fact, I'm standing on essentially an old fishing boat that's been converted into a yacht, a tourist yacht per se. Look at the fluorescent lights, and they even offer coffee in a paper cup. But it gives the whole city kind of like a kitschy kind of feel. It gives it character. I like it.
The power of water. It can move mountains, it can change the course of the riverbed, it can break down the hardest of stones. change cities. Kaohsiung owes much to its location for becoming one of the best harbors in Asia. But now the water can rest and enjoy the beautiful reflection of the lights from the city it has helped create. And like all good dates, Kaohsiung Harbor looks just as good the morning after as the night before. Thanks to extensive efforts from the local government here, Love River has been transformed from the city's waste disposal unit to something more worthy of its name. A quick drive further along the river during the day will bring you to some sailing boats that almost look as small up close as they did from afar. And that's strange. Even the crew look remarkably smaller than the average sailor.
Okay, I am officially jealous. When I was a kid in elementary school, the coolest thing that we had to look for during PE class was probably, I don't know, the monkey bars or something. These kids here in Kaohsiung, they get to go sailing. And that's because right behind us, this is the Aihe, the Love River. Now my dad's from Kaohsiung. If I told him that we were gonna go sailing in the Love River, he'd go, oh, Cao Cao. But now, it's wonderful experience. And this is in the middle of the day, we get to go sailing. I feel like a kid again. Okay, Angel. Hi. This is my partner in crime today. We're gonna go sailing. Hopefully we won't be flipping in the water. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Okay,
Every seafaring country has their favorite sea-based proverb. Every fisherman has his favorite story about the one that got away. Every sailor has the storm that was survived. I may exaggerate now, but these kids are cutting their teeth here and getting a lesson in smooth sailing. Well, hopefully smooth anyway. I hope my fellow crewman Angel here is well versed with the proverb, don't sail out further than you can row back, because I certainly don't know what I'm doing. And do these sailboats come in a size medium? I'm feeling a little bit like a fish out of the water.
Okay, so sailing is supposed to be like the Formula One of sports on the water, right? So being all tangled up in this little itsy-bitsy squeaky little boat, I don't feel so elegant. But I gotta tell you, it is quite relaxing to be here on the Aihe, on the Love River, and have my own little captain. All right, Captain. 我们要去比赛了吗？
你要比吗？
哦，他们在玩那个球。
I thought I'd just about seen it all. Elephant polo in North Thailand, and now this, sailboat soccer. I'm cheating a bit by holding on to the big rubber ball, which you'd think would make it easier. But nope.
Unstrategic game of sailing polo I've ever played. Actually, wait, it's the only game I've ever played. All right, where's the ball? Where's the ball? All right, Angel, we're doing great. Good try. Yes! All right, now where's the ball?
Whether it's gazing at the city on a boat, on foot, or pedaling away on a bike, there are many possibilities to enjoy this colossal city. I'm a fan of combining practicality and pleasure, so being practical for me means burning calories while exercising outdoors and enjoying the breathtaking view of the city's highlights. The bike culture has become so trend-setting, it has trickled down to the south, where they've revived dead-end roads into exclusive bike paths.
I like enjoying a sitting on a bicycle because I basically get to enjoy the unbeaten paths. Intimate, and I can control my own time. I don't have to be stuck in some stuffy car, you know? Just like this path here. This was an old railway station, but it got turned into a bike path. And I like that. I like that they turn all the old things into new things so that they can promote more wellness. Just like in Amsterdam, you know, riding around a museum plane, enjoying the art and the view, and then having stroopwafel after. I think I should spoil myself with some Kaohsiung snacks. Yum yum in my tum.
But this city brings another dimension of stimulation. This color cruisin' brings me into a psychedelic world of Alice in Wonderland. I call it museum in motion. And with this sunny Los Angeles weather, who needs to enjoy art indoors? It's time to play like children and bring life to our impulses. These geometric shapes and daring architecture is my kingdom. And these gigantic painted dolls are my poker soldiers. Sit, boys. Fight, boys. I am your Queen of Hearts.
Wow, what a colorful ride. I mean, I basically enhanced my fitness, stimulated my creative senses while protecting Mother Earth. Not so bad. I'm really proud of myself. And basically, there are no more excuses. So if I can ride the entire Kaohsiung city on a bike, so can you. You think this is it? No way. This was just a warm-up. Whoa! So Mountain, here we come!
Coming up, can I keep up with these super hikers? Or will I end up getting carried up the mountain? And welcome back to a perfect day up in Show Mountain. The sun is shining, leaves are dancing, and the forest creatures are out to tan. So far, I see why it's one of the most popular hikes for Kaohsiung locals.
So, we're gonna go up to the top of the mountain and make some tea and serve some water to the people who are climbing the mountain today. What they've got there is some water, so they can give water to all the people who are thirsty. Let me see if I can stick myself in there. 我擦一下队.
Practicing yoga alone or with a huge collective are two completely different experiences. The shared energy of a group has a power to uplift anyone's spirits.
为什么会想要在山上里面泡茶？
因为我们之前身体也不好啊，然后来爬这座山，把身体养好，然后感觉哎泡这个茶不错，然后背水上来，训练身体，然后茶又给山友喝，一举两得，然后鼓励大家来爬山。高雄市有这座山蛮好的，好像我们高雄市有后花园，不用跑很远的地方就可以来爬山打打运动。
200 steps. I am not even halfway. What I can say is these people, this group, they carry 20 kilos to 30 kilos of water on their back just to serve other people tea. And that's very inspiring because they're here to serve other people, not just themselves. I'm very honored to be part of this group.
We are all on a mission to serve. No wonder the locals say that Show Mountain has the most potent prana or chi flow of all heights in Kaohsiung. Every step we take with good intentions sends waves of positive seeds throughout the city.
So we're finally getting to rest here. I mean, this place is very jungle-like. It reminds me of Bali when I was hiking in the jungle in Bali. Anyway, so they carry about these heavy water. I think I'm gonna give it a try. Oof. 好，试试看。Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god. I think it's heavier than me. Okay. 哇，我好像不能 balance 好，没关系，可以。No problem. If they can do it, I can do it. Okay.
走个几步。
哦，老大，你几公斤啊？
我70.5公，70公斤。
70点公斤，这几公斤
？70公斤。
哦，这70公斤啊？
没有，这个是这个20几公斤。
20公斤啊 ？OK， 好，可以，我可以，我们再继续爬吧。
OK。
好，我加油。OK。Oh my gosh.
One drop of water as a single tear, or to quench a mouth of thirst. 20 kilos of million drops of water that make up our bodies, make up the ocean and keeps us alive. All 40 of us shouldering a slice of responsibility towards humanity. And if we all do our share, carry a little weight of the world, perhaps our world will be a better place. I remember serving chai tea for yogis in a retreat once, and here it is different ingredients, but one love. As John Lennon sings, imagine all the people living for the day.
My hiking friend said that after the hike, my eyes look brighter and clearer. What do you think? I don't know about that, but I do feel so refreshed and good right now. And sharing the view with the monkeys. They look super healthy and happy, just like the Kaohsiung local people. You know, the cream of the crop of this trip isn't just the view. It's the fact that the locals are so compassionate and passionate and generous. You know, I'm inspired by the local people here. It's so nice.
Our bodies are connected by water, and our souls are joined by the ocean of consciousness. We just need to shift a little to change perspectives. From the top of Shou Mountain to the top of Shizi Bay, we see the same view of the ocean in a whole new light. I'm just surrendering to this moment.
The smell of the ocean and the cool breeze touching my skin. This is life, and I'm in Shizi Bay, the perfect spot to watch sunset in Kaohsiung. And I found myself a villa that's cozy and romantic and luxurious to enjoy the perfect view. You know that spoiling yourself is part of health, right? Well, it is.
Sunshine illuminates my spirit. Ocean waves bring me to serenity, and the fresh air enlivens my body. This triple threat is a recipe for me to tap into my divine source, where my peace lies. Just as Buddha said, peace comes from within, do not look without. For that to happen, I always need a moment or two in my travels to be completely alone just to recenter, peeling away the outside noises and voices. This villa has been built for just that.
Sure, you can go to the spa or watch a sunset, but as part of balancing the mind, body, and soul, every good detox deserves a retox. For the person in need of an evening entertainment fix, the night is endless with possibilities. While Taipei has the higher concentration of high-fashion clubs, Kaohsiung has the edge when it comes to effortlessly cool bars and hangouts. And for some of the coolest hangouts, you need to point your head up, towards the rooftops, where you can find not only fancily decorated restaurants and bars, but bartenders who are friendly, especially to the single ladies. It's nice to know that the laid-back and friendly attitude here extends to the people who will ultimately help feed my food and drink fixation. So, once I've fed my belly and kept my taste buds happy, then I'll be ready to explore further.
You know, if it weren't for the fact that I was speaking to Maddox, that's my bartender over there, in Chinese, I would actually feel like I was somewhere else, somewhere, I don't know, somewhere international. I mean, look at that display of alcohol that they have there. That is quite impressive. It's a nice change from the original kind of normal Kaohsiung that I think of, which is back from my dad's day. Now look at this. 谢谢. These are all for me. 所以这个就是你说的那个你们生日会送的嘛，对不对？ They even have themed drinks, so Maddox just told me basically if it's your birthday, you come here, you get one, I guess, test tube of alcohol for every year of your life. I'm only 7 years old. This is just a little, little thing between me and Maddox. So, 你可以喝吗？OK 啦。Cheers， 谢谢。Woo! I like it.
I'm already starting to get pink. No, red from those test tubes. Good thing we only have 7 of these to get through, and not the amount to match my age. 18 would be way too much for me to handle. It's hard to decide what does Kaohsiung's night cityscape the most justice. Sailing on the waters looking up, or high upon a stylish rooftop looking down. All I can recommend is try doing both.
Okay, I'm finding this really fascinating right now. So what we're seeing right now of Kaohsiung, what I'm seeing, what you're seeing, is completely different from the Kaohsiung that my dad painted for me when I was a kid. I mean, Kaohsiung, he lived somewhere way over there like 50 years ago. Completely different, it was rice paddies in my mind. So to see this now, to see the transformation that Kaohsiung has made, Really, it makes me want to go back to my hometown and see it again as an adult. You should check it out. Maybe where you're from looks a little bit different too. Actually, what I see right now of Kaohsiung is a little bit fuzzy because I think I'm already a little bit tipsy. Hello.
Coming up next, Nadia is bound for destination collateral damage. Can she be saved? Stay tuned. It's impossible to be dulled by such a happening central Kaohsiung, with everything on a forward momentum. Chitta means mind, and in such an exhilarating, stimulating, and fast-paced area, I parallel this traffic to a distracted mind. Ironically, the more my chitta is chattering, the less it knows what it's talking about. Well, the Kaohsiung MRT is a calmer and simpler method of traveling, keeping my mind light. This stop happens to have a glass insulation for people to enjoy art on the go. For an art piece to be powerful in such a public and busy location, Maestro Narcissus Quagliata succeeds in catching everyone's eye through the primal force of life.
Welcome to the Sistine Chapel of Taiwan. Now, are we in Venice? Nope, we're here in Taiwan still in the south in Kaohsiung. Are we in a museum? Nope, we're actually in an MRT in the south. Can you believe this? Welcome to the primal forces of the universe, the biggest installation right now in the entire world. Are you ready? Let's go check it out.
Maestro was a stargazing child and brought his passion into a kaleidoscope of colors, divided into 4 quadrants of water, earth, light, and fire. This is a cycle of a human's journey of rebirth, birth, and death. This is a journey of the stars paralleled with the journey of a human being.
Who said Kaohsiung is only a beach culture where you go and surf and swim? That's not true. Look at this. I mean, Kaohsiung has got the biggest glass artistic installation in the entire world. See, look, it's so beautiful here that they're even taking photographs or wedding photos here because the background is just phenomenal. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I was in New York, sitting on the A train, going up there, with all this graffiti in the subway station. But you know something? This is different. This makes me feel like my imagination is just beginning, adding a little color to my subway ride.
I could have gazed all day at that extraordinary masterpiece and dissected the philosophy of each detail. And I'm sure I would have found bits and pieces of enlightenment about my journey. But at this moment, continuing my adventure is what is calling to me.
You'll never believe where I am. I'm in the operational room in the MRT train in Kaohsiung. Shh, we're doing a scene from Collateral Damage right now. I think they're coming. Let's go. Go! Oops, go!
All right, there is no collateral damage since the Kaohsiung MRT take many precautions to ensure the rider's safety. But I welcome you to join my world of playing out Hollywood scenes and enjoying your crazy imagination. I'm on a train leading the people towards safety, and since I'm the captain, I need to take charge. Calm down, everyone. I'm about to make an announcement. Listen carefully for what your captain is about to say.
欢迎到高雄捷运，我们下一站已经到达了。 祝大家愉快，谢谢。Oh my God. I don't know if anybody heard that, but I hope not because I don't know what I just said. But that was really exciting. I don't think anybody gets to do that. I didn't even say what stop we're at.
Oops. I told people to enjoy life instead of enjoying the ride. Essentially, they mean the same thing. Next stop, another mini exhibition in another station.
This is a creative expression of the growing prosperity in Taiwan. It's made out of 1,000 pieces of tiles put together. And you know what? Each piece of tile was made out of clay, and then it was heated before it was actually put on the wall. I mean, it took 3 to 4 years to build this. For me, that's prosperity in itself. Oof, props.
Regardless of time and space, cultures will use raw materials available to them to capture their moment in history and send messages across generations to come. Imprinted in these clay stones and glass tiles lie the sweat of the artists and the intentions of our ancestors.
Doesn't this remind you of the Mayan ruins? Ancient carvings on the wall. Except I think I hear the announcement for the next train. So, no, not ancient times, the modern times.
Do you like my song? It's a hit. Like the quiet slithering snake swishing through a jungle in exploration, the MRT has taken me on a colorful, relaxing ride in safety. And the sun is still shining. Feels like a Sunday every day here. A dose of fresh air will keep the doctors away, so let's stay outdoors for a while.
You can travel by MRT, bike, or walking, or car. But there's a new thing in Kaohsiung. The Kaohsiung amphibious vehicle. Very, very special.
Just like ducks who can swim and waddle, so can this car-on-wheels hybrid. This invention existed back in the 1800s, but Kaohsiung City has brought it back to life, revamped as a trendy way to tour the city while remaining conscious about the environment. What if I got a mini sleek version one of these, put a set of Formula One wheels, a rumbling motor, and took it for a spin into the lake, then jumped in for a swim? Quack, quack. Mama Duck is coming in.
This is so cool. I feel like I'm a fish. No, I'm a mermaid.
As I'm checking out the view, I'm thinking about Jack Johnson music and a bikini to take a dip. Or maybe to create a yoga mat that floats on the water. This is what happens when my mind goes empty. I get really genius ideas.
Coming up, be ready to rock until you drop. Don't miss a beat. We'll be right back. Kaohsiung has seen quite a few exciting moments in its recent past. The World Games brought with it new stadiums and buildings which have helped change the skyline. Popular and successful TV shows have brought along a new generation of fans, and the Kaohsiung Film and Arts Festivals have added a touch of glamour, along with, of course, art in its many forms. And it's one such art form that I'm here to see tonight. Something that the locals here wear proudly on their sleeves, or shoulders, or ankles, or back, or...
Oh, you look like you're ready to join us for a party. Here in Kaohsiung, there's something for everyone. Hey, 来跟我呀，落车落车。
Do you spot a recurring theme here? Tattoos, tats, and more tats. Welcome to Kaohsiung Inc.
哎，你好，
刚刚好。
我这样子会使不？
会使。我今日拄啊有一个纹身的 party。
呀，我知影，所以我就特别穿的。
好。
哇，真多人。
我甲你介绍一下。
好。所以这是大人拢有刺青。
对，我嘛是欢迎无刺青的人会当来阮家。阮是一个就是纹身结合现在流行的一个咖啡啊，就是时尚的一个结合。
Yeah, I see everybody has a tattoo in this room, and it makes me want to go and look at all of them because it's basically like art form that you have on your body. Obviously, mine is fake, but look at this guy. 哎，不好意思，你在设计下一个要刺的吗？
对啊，也可以。
所以这个是你现在在考虑要刺的？
对，这是我请师傅帮我画。
Yeah, I'm go. 你要吃在哪里？你没有地方了。
我的脚，
所以你唯一一个空间是你的脚吗？
对对对。
哎，我听说还有人吃，比如说舌头啊，还有
可以有。
真的啊？
都有。
Yeah
就是眼皮里面都有。
哦，那听起来就觉得好恐怖。
其实纹身没有那么恐怖啦，
Yeah
就是说希望用一个场所让纹身这个元素能够带给大众去真正面对面的接触，
Yeah
没有那么的拘谨。
Yeah
也当做 open 的做开放。
今天这我看一看，你看连动物都来了。Hello。哎，嗨，哎，这就是他吗？
对啊，是他。
哦，他是模特哎。
对啊。
哇 we even have a very famous animal model right here。你那时候为什么会想要吃这个
原本就有养一只
？Yeah。
啊，死掉。
就想要纪念他。
才找很久才找到高分3。
Yeah。哇哦。所以其实真的有各种样子的图案，每一个都有它自己的意义。
对，是以纪念的意义为主。
Yeah。
对，刺青就以纪念意义为主，比较。
嗨，小绿。I really like what Lao Shi said about this whole culture of tattooing. If you like something, why not just enjoy it? It doesn't have to be so complicated. And here we have a room full of people who have the same interests. So it's like a surfing club. This just happens to be a group of friends who all enjoy getting to know tattoos, enjoying each other's tattoos, looking at new tattoos. So I think we should go back to the party and learn a little bit more about these things. It's live art.
We can't deny the power of tattoos on our society today. However, inking your body is not something that's just recently developed here in Taiwan. The Aboriginals have been doing it for hundreds of years. But today, this crowd of people in Kaohsiung are telling the world their story. Who says blondes, Kending has all the fun? With the success of Kending's Spring Screen, several music festivals have been popping up all over Taiwan. Kaohsiung's response is a rock concert with some of the top bands, together with up-and-coming bands from around the area, the island, and the world.
It's time to rock and roll!
Never one to shy away from a little outdoor craziness, it's all about attitude. The more you get into it, the more fun it is. Now I understand why people like to move their hips, tap their feet, shake their heads. The excitement you share with the rest of the crowd makes you almost forget that you're getting a bit dizzy from all the shaking. Man, I'm getting too old for this. So sit down, relax. No, wait, this is a rock concert. Stand up, scream, and rock on Kaohsiung!
Stage to the international community, from the people from Japan, from the South, from Taiwan, from the US, amateur professionals, which is actually really quite perfect because, you know what, international stage, Kaohsiung is kind of coming. Rock on!